Hey, fourth graders, welcome to Bible class. Now, I know the last time that we actually had Bible class, we were talking about these two men. Their names were Elijah and Elisha. Now, if I remember correctly, Elijah just ascended into heaven, and Elisha is actually going to be the new prophet for Israel. Okay, and our story today involves Elisha. Now, we're going to fast forward a little bit in some time here. We're going to be talking about this man named Naaman. Okay, so Naaman isn't an Israelite. He's part of the Aram army. He's this big commander. Okay, so he's well respected and he's very powerful. But he actually has leprosy. Now, if you guys know anything about leprosy, it's where you get all these red dots all over your body, and it's a disease that can be passed on from other people, kind of like the coronavirus. And similar to the coronavirus, we all have to social distance ourselves right now. So hopefully you guys have been staying home and washing your hands and haven't been going around too many other people right now. But Naaman with leprosy, because people didn't want to get his leprosy, anyone with leprosy has to move to this faraway place and live with all these other people with leprosy. Okay, and he was this big commander, and this is the big deal. But Naaman has this servant girl who was actually captured from Israel. And she's kind of like the hero in this story because she tells Naaman, hey, I know of this prophet in Israel who can help you. Naaman is all excited about being able to be healed. So he goes to the king of Aram, and the king of Aram says, oh my, I get to have my commander back if you're healed. So let's do this. So the king gave Naaman lots of gold, silver, and some clothes as gifts to bring. They sent a letter ahead to the king of Israel talking about what they were hoping to have done. And the king of Israel got this letter and like tore it up, tore his clothes, and he was so upset because he can't heal this man named Naaman. He doesn't know how to heal leprosy. So he gets really upset. But luckily, Elisha, the new prophet, is nearby, and he says, hey, let this man come to my house, and I'll take care of him. I know how to heal him. So Naaman goes to Elisha's, and Elisha has this this servant named Gehazi. Okay, and Gehazi tells Naaman that, hey, if you go to the river and wash yourself 7 times, you'll be clean. You won't have leprosy anymore. And Naaman's kind of like, that's it? You gotta be serious, right? You gotta be joking. Like, that doesn't make sense at all. So he gets upset. He says, I thought, like, this was gonna be serious. This is a joke. Like, I can't believe I came all this way just to go wash myself in a river. But thankfully, Naaman's servant says, hey, we need to trust these people. Like, we came all this way. Let's just at least try it. What's the worst that can go wrong? Let's go down and you can wash yourself 7 times in the river, and we'll see what happens. So they went down, and he washed himself 7 times, and he came up, and he was clean. He had no more leprosy, and he was healed. And he was amazed. He was so happy, and it's amazing. It's a miracle. Okay, so he and his people were really happy, and he got up and he left. And I kind of wish that would be the end of the story, because what a great ending to the story that would have been. Like with this servant girl helping out Naaman, even though she was captured. That's a cool story. But sadly, it's not the end of the story. So that servant of Elisha named Gehazi, he's a very selfish person. Okay, he's very greedy, and he wants to get the thanks and the riches of what he thinks he deserves. So he was upset that they never even gave him any gifts or gave Elisha any gifts for helping clean his leprosy, make him clean again. So Gehazi runs off, and he chases down Naaman and his people and says, hey, we need to be thanked. Do you have anything for us for helping you clear yourself of leprosy? And Naaman says, we actually do have some gifts. So he gave him some silver, some gold, some clothes, and then they went on their way. And Gehazi came all the way back, and instead of sharing that, he kept it all for himself. Man, very selfish. But God and Elisha, yes, they knew about this. And no, they were not very happy about that. They went over to Gehazi and said, "We know what you're hiding, and we know what you took. And now God is going to punish you, and now you are going to be stuck with the leprosy that Naaman had." It's kind of like what he deserved, right? But sadly, it's another person with leprosy, even though he was, yes, very selfish about that. Okay, so that is the end of our Bible story today. I think there will be a video posted if you want to watch a cartoon little video of it. But then I also need you to go and respond to a couple of the questions that I have as well. Hey, have a good rest of the day, guys. See you later.